come. And thank you so much, Pastor Sunday. I mean, Dr. Sunday. I'm really, really, appreciative. I know this is not, I mean, I can't really say, I don't really know what to say. I'm so overwhelmed. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I like people like you that take initiative and take responsibility upon yourself for the challenges and the problems of the society.
Yes.
Personally, like you said, you called me Pastor Sunday at a point because that is the aspect of my life that people know most. Because
Yes.
I've presented myself more to the world as a pastor, but I'm not just a
Yes.
pastor. I have 2 doctorate degrees. And then, but besides that, I'm a reformer. I'm somebody that is
Yes.
very passionate about transformation, national transformation. So when things are going on in the society, I really want to contribute to it. My belief
Yes.
is that you cannot live in a society and be separate or independent of that society. Otherwise, you are going to become a parasite. You are only
Yes.
taking
Okay.
from it, but you are not giving back. And I cannot live a life of a parasite. So that's why
Yes.
I'm always contributing. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people in my culture or from my background where I come from Nigeria and Africa, when I begin to talk, even because they had known me as a pastor, so when I now begin to talk about political things or societal transformational topics, they get really confused and say, face your
Yes.
business, do your church thing,
That
and,
is fine.
just talk
That is
about
so right.
church. Don't
Because
talk
church is
about
the
things
Bible.
like this. But,
Yes.
I'm a part of the society, and the decisions that these people are taking is going to affect me, so I
Yes.
must be responsible enough, if I don't like something, to voice it out.
Yes, that's right. I really like what you just said there, and we're going to explore this, in a greater depth tonight. I once again want to say thank you for responding. Tonight, everybody, wherever you are in the world, whether it's evening time at your place, afternoon, daytime, whatever it is, please join us and listen carefully to what we have to say tonight. It concerns everybody. If you're a Nigerian, it concerns you. If you're a Yoruba, it concerns you. If you're a Hausa man, it concerns you.
If you are Igbo, it concerns
If
you.
you're Igbo, if you're a chief, whatever part of Nigeria you come from, this concerns you. We are talking tonight about the Yoruba agitation, the desire for the Yorubas to come out of Nigeria. Separate from Nigeria and rule themselves. So, Pastor Sunday, I know you are, a Yoruba man,
Yes.
and you've talked a lot. I've read a lot of stuff on your website about the Yoruba agitation on Facebook, and you've also had some issues. I mean, some recordings before. On Christianity and involving the African race and all and whatever.
Yeah.
So tonight we are focusing on the Yoruba agitation. What do you think it is?
I think it's a product of frustration and disillusionment. I think it's a Yoruba agitation is a baby that is born out of the failure of Nigeria to be able to give a good life to her people.
But are you aware that at some point, in the 18 whatever, Yoruba was a country on its own.
Oh yes, Yoruba was not. It was called a Yoruba country or Yoruba nation, but it was not a country in terms of the way we see countries today. But it was a Yoruba country, yes.
So when you say it was not in the same context, in the same light, what do you mean by
Yes.
that?
Because it was not a country as like we talk about it now. We didn't have a flag. We didn't have an anthem at that point. We didn't have a unified territory that is controlled by a Yoruba president or prime minister. In that sense, we were not a country in that sense. But as an entity, we were always existing. We always existed as an entity and as a country in terms of an entity, but not in terms of administrative and worldwide way of that you recognize a country these days.
Some people will disagree with you there and
Let
say
them
that
bring out their point.
that there was a distinct Yoruba country, and that everything was sort of joined together, with the amalgamation.
No, there was distinctive Yoruba country. I know exactly what they are talking about. They are talking about when the Englishman went there to Africa and then discovered the Yoruba country, discovered that there were cities, well-developed cities, streets, and things like that. That's what they are talking about. And they are talking about the fact that it was the most developed society in Africa that they found, apart from Benin City, which was also another developed ultra-modern society in that society. But it was not a country as we saw it now. Now I know that they will talk about, there is no country without a flag. That time we didn't have a flag. It is just in the 50s that they came up with a flag for Yoruba. There is no country without an anthem. That time there was no anthem. It is only in the 50s that they came up with an anthem for Yoruba people. So that's what I mean, that we are not a country in that sense. But we were a country in terms of entity.
Okay, but at least at that time they kind of were ruling themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
But if those people who are talking that Yoruba was a country and they were ruling themselves, they are not being sincere to the end. Because if they really want to be sincere to the end, they will tell you, they have to tell you the truth that it was a mess. Yoruba country was a mess.
Oh, really? Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Oh, a big mess, big mess. Yoruba has the record. That is one area where Yoruba has, we have a few records in Yoruba nation, and one of the records that we have is a bad one. And that record is the fact that we hold the record for the most prolonged civil war among the same ethnic group.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
The Yoruba civil wars lasted for 100 years. It's horrible. Yes.
And where is this documented?
Oh, everybody that's a student of history knows this. When we finish our talk now, go to the internet and write Yoruba civil wars. You will be horrified. Right. You will be horrified.
Okay. All
right. Or you could also look for Kiriji wars.
Oh yeah, I've heard of the Kiriji war, but I never knew.
But that only lasted for 16 years. That is another one, apart from the 100-year one.
So what do you think the amalgamation has done to us?
Oh, amalgamation is the best thing that has ever happened to Yoruba people, and not just to Yoruba people, but to Igbo people, to Fulani people, and to Nigeria as a whole. If not for amalgamation, our country and our land would have been a death ground. If at the point of amalgamation, people should know what led to amalgamation. What led to amalgamation was the fact that there was a schism. There was internal schism among Yorubas all the time. They were cutting themselves dead. They were, do you know, if you are a Yoruba lady, you know a city that is called Ibadan.
Yes.
Okay, Ibadan. What do you think gave birth to Ibadan? Ibadan is a result of is a fallout of the Yoruba wars. You have heard about Abeokuta as well. Abeokuta also is a fallout of Yoruba wars. These are people, Yorubas, that were trying to save and trying to escape the death and the cutting and the carnages and the destructions that was going among Yorubas. You see, Yoruba nation, if you talk about England, for example, you have a king, right? But when you come to Yoruba land, about 400 years ago, you will find about maybe 20, 30, 40 kings. And as soon as those kings get powerful, because, different ones have, everything was under Ife at first. Then Alaafin got powerful. Then everything came under Alaafin because he became the powerful guy. But all other people were becoming powerful also. So when you go to Ijebu country, you will see, Yoruba country, you will see a lot of kings. And those ones that are powerful, they begin to want to subdue others. So just like Alaafin was not listening to Ife anymore, the other ones also want to say, we are now strong enough, we don't need to listen to Alaafin again. So that is how a lot of schisms started coming among Yoruba people.
Right. So you think that the amalgamation was the best thing, since sliced bread?
Oh yes. Can you imagine if you had come to Nigeria before amalgamation, you stand a good chance of being sacrificed to one of the gods. You could have been sacrificed. If you come out during the time of some festivals like masquerade festival and you're a woman, Pray to
Oh, yeah,
God.
I mean, I'm aware of that because I actually sort of went to secondary school in Ijebu, so I
Well, that's
know.
where I'm from too. So,
And we can't get out at a particular time when this mass,
right,
especially we
right.
girls. Yeah,
Yeah,
we girls are.
even after independence. So
Yeah,
can you now imagine what was happening before independence, even before amalgamation? We
yeah.
have
But
to thank
unfortunately,
God for amalgamation because in Ijebu land, in Yoruba land, in Igbo land, in Beni, Tif land, and all those places, they were sacrificing people, killing children. Horrible stuff were happening. Wars.
but you see, but that stemmed from the tradition.
Okay.
Which I hope that if any of this, this thing, whatever happens, this Yoruba agitation, takes place or whatever, we will really, not go back to that kind of life.
No, that's
But
what you think.
unfortunately,
I think the opposite, and I will prove it to you.
yes, I know what you're saying. That's why I said, unfortunately, some people are wanting to go back because they feel that the white man has prevented us from serving our gods and whatever it is. And I completely believe that is complete nonsense. If I read my Bible and I know that there are lots of black people in the Bible, so I cannot say that the Bible is just a white man's book. That is not true. But we'll explore that on another occasion.
Okay.
But so this amalgamation, you are thinking that it's a good thing for the whole of Nigeria.
Yes.
What has resulted in the 60 years of amalgamation has not been anything fruitful.
No, the amalgamation
Yeah.
is 106 years now. It's not
Yes.
anything. You say it's not anything fruitful.
Yes.
No. You see, people are not being sincere, and we have a tendency of just judging history by today, by what we see today.
Yeah.
But let me take you back 100 years back. At the point that Yorubas, do you know the Yorubas were not conquered by English people? They were not conquered.
Yes, I know that bit of
They
history.
surrendered. And you know why they surrendered? Because
Yes.
that was the only way to stop the infighting among Yoruba people.
Wow.
Yoruba people, the amalgamation is a lifeline for Yoruba people. Secondly, do you know that it's thanks to the amalgamation that slave trade stopped in Yoruba land? And do you know one thing that is peculiar and very different from slave trade in Africa, between slave trade in Africa and in Yoruba land? In Yoruba land, the slave trade was not happening between Hausas or Fulanis or Igbos and Yorubas. It is Yoruba themselves that were selling Yoruba people. And you know the people who are involved in it? The Tinubus, the Madame Tinubu family, the Oyekon family, the big Yoruba elite families, the rich ones, the powerful ones, the kings.
Yes.
So these Yorubas that will go and sell their own brothers and sisters, and thanks to amalgamation, that also stopped.
Okay.
And
But
this
then
is not the only one. If you go to the east and go to the south, what was happening there was totally, abominable. It's just, you cannot even talk about them. And thanks to amalgamation, all these things stopped. And then Nigeria was united as a nation, and we began to think about development. Before amalgamation, Nigeria was not going forward. We were not thinking about development. We were thinking about destroying one another. It was inter-tribal wars. Like, for example, if you go to a place like Benue, if you go to Borno, if you go to those Nasarawa, Adamawa area, the Hausas and the Fulanis were ransacking the whole place. They were just destroying all of them. They were conquering them. But thanks to amalgamation, everything stopped.
So in your own books or records, you think that it's 60 years of coming together.
It's not 60 years, it's 106 years of coming together.
106 years of coming together has produced some fruit.
Not just some fruits. We became a nation. We became a country. Some people will say we are not nation, but okay, let's say we are not nation, but we became a country. We stopped fighting one another. We began to move forward. We became an organized society.
Yes.
We became recognized in the Committee of Nations. We became a structured political entity.
Yeah.
We became recognized internationally. We are no more the savage that was there, that we were before amalgamation.
Okay, so if from that perspective, you feel that
Yes.
amalgamation has
What
helped.
people might say have something about is that since 60 years of independence, which is totally different from
Yeah,
amalgamation, 60
yeah.
years of independence that we don't have too much, right? Okay, there is a point there. That one I could agree with it. But,
And
it's not the same thing as amalgamation.
what has caused that?
The 60 years of independence is because of corruption. Corruption is our biggest problem. The corruption that has happened among the Nigerian political elite is what has brought about our regression as a nation in the 60 years. But this corruption was not only engaged, people who were engaged in this corruption were not only Hausas or Igbos, Yorubas too. There is no nation, there is no tribe as of today in Nigeria that has ruled Nigeria longer than the Yorubas. Yes, Yoruba has ruled Nigeria more than any other tribe in Nigerian history.
Where did you get that from?
Sorry?
Where did you get that statistics from?
Let's count it.
Let's count it, yes.
Yes. How long did Obasanjo rule recently? 2 terms.
Okay.
That's how long?
Well, I can't remember. Was it I think it was more than
8 years. 8 years.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, how long did he rule the first time he came?
Was I can't 4?
4, okay. So 4
Yeah.
plus 2.
No,
4 plus 8, sorry.
Yeah.
That is 12.
Yes.
And then you have Shonekon that ruled for another 6 months.
Yes.
Okay, that's 12 years. So the next group of people who have ruled Nigeria after us is Fulani.
And they've been the ruling one since, isn't it?
And they have only ruled, counting the second time that Muhammadu Buhari has come now, with this year is coming to 11 years that they have ruled. Years? So Yoruba have ruled more than them so far as of today. So now if we are talking about that, not just that Yoruba has ruled more than any other tribe in Nigeria, Yoruba also is the biggest single tribe in Nigeria. So if you want to talk about Nigeria, you are talking about Yoruba people. Nobody is bigger than us in Nigeria. But these are the things that people who are agitating for our Duduwa Republic will never tell the people.
Yeah, but see, that's the fact. Nobody is bigger than us in Nigeria. But it seems as if the whole of Nigeria is being fed by the southeast and southwest.
No. See, Madam Fola, if you are from Nigeria and you are, sorry for my, for my language, and you are educated in Nigerian realities, you know that it is not Southeast that is feeding from Nigeria. It is rather Nigeria that is feeding Southeast, and it is not Southwest that is feeding Nigeria. It is rather Nigeria that is feeding Southwest. If you want to use that argument, my sister, the only one region that you can say is feeding Nigeria will be South-South.
Yeah, okay. I know why you said that. That is fine. Okay, but the point is, what is the North contributing then?
North is second. If you want to, let's take the 6 let's even take North and South, and the 6 geopolitical regions of Nigeria. The number 1 contributor to our GDP is South-South.
Yeah, okay.
Because of oil. Number 2 contributor is not Southwest. And it's not Southeast. Southeast is the last. Let me tell you. You asked me a question. The second contributor, the second major contributor to Nigeria is North.
No.
To Nigeria economy. Is the North.
Where are you getting those figures from? Is it from the National Bureau of Statistics or where?
No, go to the internet. Let me tell you, Nigeria produces
the internet is not the good source of information.
Because go to the statistics. Where do I get? If you want to know where I got my statistics from, I got them from CIA.
Right.
That's American intelligence. I got them from World Bank.
Yeah.
World Bank. That is, and then from the UN.
Right.
Those are the 3 sources I got my information from. Actually, if you want to even talk about GDP. North is contributing more than South-South. The only reason why
What way?
Okay, very good question. The only reason why South-South is I put them as number one contributor as feeding Nigeria is because their product that they contribute, which is only 14%. Oil is only 14% of our economy. But that 14% gives us 78% of our foreign income, foreign earning, or even some people claim it's 90%. So, or 98%, some people say, but 78% it is. But it is only 14% of the GDP. But agriculture, which is mainly coming from the north, is 22% or 21% coming from the north, and is much bigger than the oil when it comes to the size of GDP. But because it's not as exported as oil, that is why oil carries more weight. But it is not the way. What is Southwest doing? Southwest, where is our cocoa industry that we used to use to contribute to this to the federal government of Nigeria? We don't have it anymore. Where is the timber industry that Awolowo built and we use it to contribute to Nigeria? We don't have it again. Where is the palm oil industry? Where is it? There is no more there. Where are the structures that Awolowo built that made Southwest to be number one? We don't have anything again. Our children are doing Yahoo on internet. They are doing 419 in the campuses. They are not going to farm. They are not going back to the farm or do anything like that. We have lost it long time ago as a people in Southwest. We need to wake up to reality and not use the times and the achievements of Awolowo to judge ourselves today.
Right. But how can they go to the farms when the farms are so, unsafe right now?
Even before they were unsafe, this problem we're having with Fulani herdsmen only started in the last 3-4 years. Even before it was safe, were Nigerian youth going back to the farm?
They
stopped going back to the farms in the 70s.
I had 2 friends who went back home from America to start farming.
Yeah, you had 2 friends.
Them now. They're still doing it.
Big deal. Let me tell you how many people the North has that is farming. How many farmers from the North? 14 million people.
No. I'm just saying 2, but there are other millions of people doing farming in
Southwest. No, the contribution of Southwest to agriculture is less than 2%.
Yes,
it's nothing
when it's not safe.
It's not, no, just even before it is safe. Let's go back before the Fulani herdsmen came. It's nothing. We are in a dire state in Southwest. We don't have anything. The only 2 states that don't go to, in fact, the only reason Southwest is existing today is because of Nigeria and because of what they call federal allocations. The only state that is self-sufficient.
I'm going to minute. The federal allocation is actually skewed on the side of the North anyway, because they have...
No. But my sister Fola, don't talk like that without statistics.
Dr. Sunday, you need to go to Nigeria and access the local statistics down there, not what the international...
Believe me, if you want me to bring those statistics out, I have them. In fact, the general statistician of Nigeria is somebody that I know. So I have those statistics. If you want to talk statistics, I will bring them out to you. Now, but what I'm saying is that, you said it's good to the north. It is rubbish. You have listened to you have listened for too long to the Oduduwa agitators. It is rubbish. Let me tell you the truth about allocations. I mean, it is there. You can go and check it out. What are the countries getting the big? If we say it is screwed towards one region, yes, but it's not to the north. The only people who have an advantage in federal allocations are the South people, because they give them 13% of everything that comes to Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, and there is a reason for that. Because, there was, they have been deprived for so long. And, but even the 13% they are giving to them, there is nowhere to be seen because their governors are not even releasing it to ordinary people. Everybody is just pocketing them. But it's not enough. You see, that is the propaganda that our Oduduwa agitators are bringing out. And it's a dangerous one because this is what happened in Rwanda. In Rwanda, the political agitators like them, they started talking about another tribe, Tutsi, and saying they are the one taking all our gold, all our gold, all our wealth, and then the anger brewed up among the Tutsi people, and those people started killing one another. So it is this kind of dangerous, unsubstantiated arguments and pronouncements. I listened to one guy, my namesake, they call him Sunday Igboho, and he was saying something like that it is we that is feeding Nigeria. Everything is taken from us and is giving to the north. He is an illiterate. And I say that publicly right now because he doesn't know a damn of what he's talking about. He doesn't have any statistic to back that out. Okay, let him call out the statistician of the nation. Let him call out the Minister of Finance. Let him call out CIA, UNO, World Bank, and let them bring out their statistics. You will see that it is not Southwest that is feeding Nigeria.
Those bodies can produce anything they want, and it may not be exactly what is on ground. And I have my reasons for saying
what is on ground? What does Southwest produce?
Okay, let me ask you a simple question.
No. What does Southwest produce that feeds Nigeria? Name me one thing that Southwest produces that feeds Nigeria.
No. Let me ask you a question. In the South, let's say in the South, how many local government do we have?
You have various local governments according to the states. States are divided to local governments. Yes.
The money is shared according to the number of local governments.
No, it's not. It's not true.
Oh, okay. That is what I read.
No, you didn't read it. Let me tell you what you read. Yes.
That is what I was told. That was
no. Wait. You cannot read that. Because what you should read is federal government takes about 40%.
Yeah.
Then the rest of the 40 something, I can't remember the figure now, but it's 40 something percent federal government takes. But the rest is divided to the state. The next one after the federal government are the states. The states receive maybe about 28 or 20 something percent of the whole total allocation. Then after them comes the local governments, and the local governments only receive about 23. Let's say the states receive about 27%, the local government only receive only 23. So what are you talking about? I have my statistics, my dear.
But then you'll be given money according to how many local governments you have.
No. This is what they are now trying to change. They are just trying to change the constitution, the law now in the National Assembly to include that constitution you just said. But up till now, it is the governors that have been controlling the allocation to the local governments. And, the governors have been manipulating that. And that is why the governors right now are fighting it, that they want to keep on, they want to distribute. And that's why the ordinary people, the poor people, are not feeling any blessing, are not feeling any prosperity from the country. Because if the governor, whatever the governor gives to the local government is what they take. But if the money of the local government goes to them directly, then the local governments could be developed.
Right, okay. Anyway, I think it would be good for you to have, maybe my next move will be to bring you and one of the agitators together to...
Yeah, especially the Koiki guy that is always talking there. You can bring him.
I don't know him. I've seen him on YouTube. I don't know him, but I have other people.
He's the one that is confusing a lot of people, and some people are following him just because of his, his eloquence rather than because of his facts.
Yes, okay. But going back to the main question anyway. So, you've mentioned, one or two reasons. What other reasons do you have for Nigeria to stay together?
Beautiful. Another reason I have is that, have you ever heard of, great Nigerians who are not Yoruba people?
Yes.
Can you mention any name of a great Nigerian that you are proud of?
Oh, I can't mention anyone right, but I know I've heard of them.
Who is not Yoruba?
Yeah, who is not Yoruba? Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Okay. There are many of them, loads of them.
Great
Nigerians. And they come from every tribe, Yoruba and other tribes.
Yes.
For me, right now, and for you, all those all those Nigerians who are great achievers, they contribute to you and they contribute to me. So I could say, for example, that the footballer Nwankwo Kanu is my countryman. I'm happy for that. I'm proud of that. I could look at Okosha, for example, and say, he's my countryman. I'm happy for that. I could look at Osime, for example, and say, he's my countryman. I'm happy for that. There is a writer, a lady writer in America, Shino
I know her,
Amanda or something.
I can't remember. Yeah, I know her, yes.
Shino Amanda. I say she's my countryman. She's my countrywoman. I can talk about Kishino Ashibe. I can talk about other people who are Nigerians.
Yes.
They enrich me. Every tribe enriches every Nigerian. Every tribe is my pride, is my glory. I share in the glory of every Nigerian. And whatever any one of them achieves, I achieve. Whenever I go anywhere, and even you there in the UK, if you go anywhere, some people might not know you, but you say you are from Nigeria, they say, oh, they will mention the name of one Nigerian. Oh, you know that person, that person. Why? Because the glory of that person has become your glory. They have given you recognition. And that is one of the beauty that we have together as a united nation.
But they also remember the negative too.
Yes, they remember the negative too.
Yes.
But I'm focusing, because the negative doesn't glorify anybody. But I'm using the positive that is glorifying everybody. So I see the positive and I say, yes, this country has potential. But all of us together, we can fight our demons together. We can fight the vices that are among us together. But then the negatives, there is no tribe that is a monopolist when it comes to the negatives. There is no tribe that has monopoly of evil. Fulani people, they don't monopolize evil. They are not the only people who do evil. They say, oh, kidnapping has come now. Kidnapping actually started not with the Fulanis. It started in the Niger Delta region. Now, the Fulanis are doing it, but also a lot of other people are doing it in their tribes and it's something that are just covering, that are just using Fulani as cover up. So evil is present in every tribe or every ethnic group, so to say. That is another argument. If you want, I could give you some more for the arguments why I think it's better for us to be together.
Yeah, I want some more because people are listening.
Okay, another argument is that
why, you've taken this stance.
Another argument is that Nigeria is the biggest and most populous black nation. Right. Now, and that makes Nigeria the hope of the black race. Now, when we talk about being a Yoruba man, is great. But when we talk about being a black man, that is much more greater. So, our humanity, being human, is greater than just being a Nigerian. So, when you talk about black nation, and there is no one big black nation, it will affect every one of us. But if Nigeria succeeds, and we see Nigeria as prosperous, and as, great people, that will have a direct influence upon every black person on the earth. It will be a bragging right to every black person that, okay, we have one country. It's just like China. Before, the people with the slim eyes and yellow skin, look like Chinese, they were not so much respected until Japan and China became successful. Once they became successful like that, look at Chinese. If China has been broken into small countries, nobody will respect them. I mean, their names of they're nobody. But with them being together, they impose an authority on the earth. Same with Nigeria. The only reason why Nigeria right now has the biggest economy in the African continent is because we are big as we are. God made us big. So we are the biggest economy. We are the richest black country in the world. We are the most influential. So even if Nigeria, breaks up, we will need urgently to gather all the countries in Africa together to become, we still need that one big imposing African nation. And you go to South Africa, go to East Africa, go to Central Africa, I've been there. And you hear what they call us? They call us our big brother. Nigeria, they know about our troubles. They know about our problems, but they prefer to refer to us as their big brother. That is another point. Now, if you go out of Nigeria, you hear about Nollywood. In Nigeria too, you hear about Nollywood. But Nollywood is one of the areas where a lot of people recognize Nigeria. Now, can you imagine that Nollywood, you cannot just say Nollywood is only produced by Yoruba people. No, Nollywood is a melting pot of everything Nigeria.
Yes,
that is where the best of the best from every tribe, every culture is. And if we had not been together like that, there is no way we could have been able to produce all those people together, because somebody will belong to Cameroon, somebody will belong to Benin Republic, we don't know what's happening there, somebody will belong to Niger, somebody will belong to Chad. But we being together as a people, we impose ourselves upon the nations, and we are recognized because of that, only because we are together as a people. And when you go to places, even I have spoken to people from Congo, and the Kinshasa, and I've spoken with people from from Gabon. These are countries that don't speak English, and you know what they will tell me? They will say, we don't understand it. Even the Yoruba, we don't understand it, but we are listening. We are listening. In fact, people from Kenya who speak English and from Zambia, they now begin to speak English like Nigerians. That is like America.
Yes, yes.
Because the bigger a nation is, the more successful it is, and the more recognized it is. That is why, listen close to my sister, to this point I want to make.
Yes.
Small countries, no matter how rich they are, they will never become superpowers. Nigeria is more important than Sweden. Nigeria is more important than Belgium. Nigeria is even more important than Switzerland. And the reason for that is because we are big. When America started as a nation, America only started with 13 colonies, like states. But they recognized this, that for them to be recognized and to be respected in the Committee of Nations, they needed to expand and make themselves as big as possible. So they went and negotiated with France and bought their own colony and added it. Louisiana and other colonies, and Florida. They bought them from France. Then they went to Mexico and bought out, the other territories like Colorado Springs and everything. They bought everything. They went to Russia and bought Alaska. They went to something and bought Texas, to Mexico again. Why? They wanted to be an imposing big nation, because small nations will never become powerful. They will never become superpowers. Only big countries become superpowers. And as it is right now, Nigeria is supposed to be the third biggest country by the 50s. Nigeria is going to stand tall among the nations. And Nigeria is already being viewed as a superpower, as the first black superpower in the world. Now, look at India. India also has a lot of poor people. They have a lot of problems, a lot of nationalities, but they never think about breaking up because they have experienced being breakage one time. That's another story. So, we being together, we have so much benefits. When, let's say that Oduduwa Republic breaks out, we will lose relevance, we will lose importance, we will lose significance, and we will only be reduced to another one of those African countries. And there are many of them, 50 of them, you don't even know their names. We will only be like Togo, Benin, Niger, Chad, and nobody will even know what's going on. We will reduce ourselves to insignificance. We will destroy our own prominence. That is why I'm against Oduduwa Republic.
Okay. But some people will say that as it is right now, the Nigeria is being ruled by some cabals, and they happen to be from one tribe, suppressing over 200 million people, and that state of affairs cannot continue to carry on. What do you say to that?
That statement is borrowed from the Rwanda genocide. Those are the cliches. They are called cliches. Okay. That is a cliche from people who want destruction, who want breakdown, and who just want to destabilization, because it's not true. There is a cabal that is ruling in Nigeria. Yes, there is. But the name of that cabal is not in one ethnic group or the other. The cabal that is ruling Nigeria is called the elite. The elite, the ruling elite, and all of them are from different various nationalities and ethnic groups. They are from all ethnic groups. The ruling elites among the Yorubas, the ruling elites, the halves against the have-nots, the rich against the poor. That is the ruling cabal in Nigeria. And those are the people we should be voicing and raising our voices against. They are the same problem with the Yorubas. They are the same problem in the Igbo. They are the same problem with Hausa themselves. The ordinary Hausa man is suffering just like ordinary Yoruba man is suffering. Ordinary Fulani is suffering just like ordinary Yoruba is suffering.
I don't think the Fulanis are suffering. I don't believe that.
You don't believe that?
I don't believe that.
When
No.
was the last time you were in Nigeria, my dear sister?
Well, maybe about 4 years ago.
4 years ago. When was the last time you were in the northern part of Nigeria, above Abuja and upward?
No. I know what you mean. In fact, I support somebody there who is in the north. I mean, I do. I know what you mean. That there's a lot of poverty.
You cannot know what I know and be sincere with yourself and say that Hausas and Fulanis are not suffering. They are even suffering 10 times more than the Yorubas are suffering.
But how come most of the top positions inside Nigeria and outside Nigeria are being occupied by these people?
Who told you that? Let me bring out the statistics for you.
Yeah, okay.
The statistics don't support that.
What? Somebody statistics supported that.
No statistics supports that.
I will ask him to send me the. He actually was on my radio station.
Okay, I will send you the statistics that support the fact that Yorubas, that the Hausas and Fulanis are not the majority, even in APC government. The people who are in majority in the APC government are Southerners. The only thing that the people who are agitating against Hausa Fulani and against APC government is that they said the power ministries, ministries, they call them ministry, parastatals, that they're the Hausa Fulani people or northern people ate them. That is their only argument. But it is, even that is not true. Yes, even that one is not true. It's not true.
Why do you say that?
Because if you talk about military, the head of the military in Nigeria, two of them are northerners and two of them are southerners. So, but in the beginning, I would say the first term of his presidency, and even before they did the last reshufflement that they did, yes, 3 were all from the north and 1 from the south, 3. But now he has reshuffled that, and even that is already balanced. So, but when you talk about ministers and top officials, south has more than the north. So all those things that's what I say, Rwanda genocide rhetorics. It says these people who are talking Yoruba people and they are saying that it is Fulani that is ruling us, either they are totally dumb and illiterate and they have lost their mind, or maybe they are on drugs. They don't read.
Right now.
Personally, I think they are on drugs. It is not sentiment that determines the truth. Let me tell you this. It is not sentiment that determines the truth. What determines the truth should be facts and statistics.
But no. I come in there. The person who actually said this came up with facts and figures.
But let him compare it to other figures. You don't just believe what anybody says. Let them compare with other figures.
I'm going to ask him to send them to me, or I'll send the video to you. The audio to you.
Those people who talk, they don't have empirical evidences.
No,
the only thing that should be the basis of truth, and which they are not selling to my people, Yoruba people, is that they don't argue on the basis of facts, statistics, and empirical evidences. They argue from the point of passion, emotions, sentiments, anger, and hatred. I have listened to tens of them who are talking in Yoruba language about the Oduduwa Republic, and they always accuse and say the same thing. And I feel so frustrated as a Yoruba person. I say, my God, these people are driving my people crazy. They are selling lies to them. They are poisoning the hearts of our people. Yoruba people are the most tolerant people in the world. They are the kindest of people. But these agitators, they are sowing poison into them. They are going to turn them to wild animals. And we might go to genocide because of that, or war, because of all these illiterate, agitators that are just being ruled by emotions and sentiments instead of by empirical evidences.
Okay, how many of the agitators have you engaged in conversation?
I try to invite some of them to my program. I had a program that I used to do here, live broadcast like you are doing with me, interview now. They never even replied to my invitation. None of them replied. Because they know my position. I said, okay, come out and let's argue this case is out. None of them responded.
But I also noticed that some of the pastors too are saying, no breakage, no breakage. Let's just pray. Yes, we've been praying.
No, I'm not saying let's just pray.
No.
I know the solution.
I'm not saying you, but some of them are saying let us pray. But you see, we've prayed for many years. I've been part of many prayer meetings praying for Nigeria in the past. But you see, when it gets to a point right now that
only God can save
people
Nigeria.
are stuck here. They can't go home. Our children are lost. They don't know where they belong to. There's so many things going on. And so what is the solution to all this now? What do you think?
Beautiful. The Yorubas, for me, have the solution in themselves and in their culture already. You see, I believe you and I agree with you. And your answer, your question is that how is it that only God can save Nigeria? We should keep on praying. I disagree with that. I don't believe that we should keep on praying. We have prayed enough.
We can't continue.
Prayer alone will not save Nigeria. In fact, I have written a book. Maybe if Sister Fola, Mr. Fola, you don't know about it. I have a book, and the book is called the book. Let me tell you what the book is called. You will laugh. The book is called "Only God Can Save Nigeria." What a myth! Oh, you know about it? What a myth! It's a myth. It's a myth that only God can save Nigeria. No, Nigerians themselves, Yoruba culture, has what it will take to save not just Yoruba people, but to save Yoruba culture. And that thing is called value system. And Yoruba, if we Yorubas will embrace one word that has been lost in Yoruba land, we could bring it back and become and make sure that our character and our values and our lifestyle, it falls in line with the value of Omoluabis. If we could make even 10%, or no, let us say 50% of all Yorubas to become true Omoluabis, that 50% will infect the whole of Nigeria with their values. They will become such exemplary leaders, and they themselves will turn the value system of of Nigeria. All of Nigeria is suffering because of lack of values. It is value system that we must invent and bring back to our people and teach our people to become people of honor, people of dignity, people of character, people of perseverance. It is only strong people, people of values and a value system and virtues that build great nations. Great nations don't build people. A country don't build people. For example, if you go to England, you went to England from Nigeria, they don't care what country you come from. You have Indians there, you have English people there, you have Scottish people there. But what is common in England is that you cannot drive through the red light. You cannot throw trash in the street. You cannot go without registration, without document. You cannot, those are values. It is the values that they have established in the English society that makes everybody, it doesn't matter from what country they come, to be able to function and to be able to behave and still keeping that society sane. And whenever that's, say, even in England, whenever those values begin to fall, that country begin to fall too. It doesn't matter what country. So if Nigeria will just know that it is not name that builds a nation. It is not geography that builds a nation. It is strong people with values and virtues, with content of character. Those are the people that build strong nations. If we could build up the people first, and not just live in dream world and in fantasy world that once we have our own name, what will change? We are already living in our own land right now. We are living in Yoruba land. Our people are living in our land. They are Yoruba people. Nobody changed their name. Nobody took their land from them. They are living in their own land, but we are not changing anything because we need to put content in them. We need to be able to put values in them. We need to be able to put content of character in them. That is when now they will be capable. They will have the capacity to build a big nation. To build a great nation. And not just Yorubas need this, all Nigerians need this.
All of Nigeria. I totally agree with you. I agree with that passion. But the point is, you cannot, just say that, people's feelings have just be suppressed and they're not going through stuff. How can you and somebody else who is an agitator come together and argue these things out. Call a few of these big men or big
I'm ready anytime. Who is suppressing Yorubas right now?
I will try and make that happen, because
Yes, please.
they are not moving forward.
No, okay, who is, okay, look, let me tell you what is
Yeah.
marginalization.
Yeah.
Suppressing of one nation by another is called marginalization.
Yes.
Tell me the marginalization that Yorubas are experiencing in Nigeria. I mean, look, even go to Cameroon. Let me give you an example in Cameroon. In Cameroon, for example, I personally support the agitation of the English speakers against the French speakers. Either they have to change their constitution or change something. Can you imagine that somebody will sit in Yaoundé, or Luanda, and some, in the capital of Yaoundé, yes, and be, they cannot speak, they cannot choose their own governor. It is the president at the center that will be choosing governor for them. And the governor we have to come from not Yorubas, so it will come from Hausas or Igbos. We don't have something like that in Yoruba land or in Nigeria.
But something similar is happening.
Okay, tell me.
Even though you may not be seeing it, but somebody just texted me just now. They said, "Why aren't you moving back home to help sort out these problems?"
Oh, why am I not moving back home?
Yes.
Oh, it means the person doesn't know me. I have a whole program, a whole national transformation program for Nigeria, and I thank God that I've not moved back home yet. Because if I've moved back home, Yorubas are the ones who will kill me first. Because I'm going to be talking what they don't like. And I'm waiting for God's timing. I am done here. I believe that God has, used me to do whatever He wants me to do in Europe, and I'm ready to go back to Nigeria. And I'm just waiting for God's timing. I have some things I have to, put in order here in Ukraine here. Once I finish doing that and I get the go ahead, I'm moving to Nigeria. I've been talking about that for the past 6 years.
Right.
I want to move back.
Okay, you want to move back.
But I believe that it's God that is holding me back because He knows God's time is the best.
Okay. But you still don't believe that Yorubas are being suppressed.
Yorubas suppressed in Nigeria where they are dominating. Look at banking in Nigeria. Who is dominating in Yorubas? Look at education. Who is dominating in Yorubas? Look at politics. Who is dominating in Yorubas?
We acknowledge those areas. But what they are saying is that in positions of power, the positions of power are being taken up by particular nationalities.
That is greed, and that is that's lack of gratitude. Because if we have 300, we have 371, 370, 72, 75, 272. Let's say 271, 271 nationalities in Nigeria. 371. 307. Let's even say 370. 370. Do you know how many of them that don't even have the privilege to have 1% of what Yorubas are enjoying in Nigeria? Out of 370 something nationalities, Yorubas are everywhere, and we are not grateful.
Enjoying what?
Enjoy education, enjoy political positions, enjoy governorship positions, enjoying businesses,
but
enjoying
not as much as should be happening. I mean,
not as much as what?
Who is the head of the Port Authority in Lagos?
Port Authority. It doesn't matter who is the head of Port Authority in Lagos, because apart from the Port Authority in Lagos, Port Authority in Lagos is not the only position in Nigeria. Okay, who is the head of? Oh, tell me, who is the head of? Who is the head of oil extraction in Bonny Terminal, where Nigerian oil comes from? Who is the head of Bonny Terminal Oil?
I don't know about Bonny Terminal Oil.
So why should a Yoruba man be a head over there? And now you are complaining about other places where Yorubas are not the head. Who is the head of the border between Niger and Nigeria? So why are we so selfish to be saying nobody can be head in Lagos, while your own son is the head of the biggest oil something in Nigeria, where the biggest money is coming from? You are complaining about your own. This is crazy. These people have lost their mind. These agitators are sick.
I mean, I don't sort don't really think that you should, you should be so outraged at them. They are making their own.
They are making our people to believe lies. And our people are believing these lies and they are becoming agitated. They think they are telling the truth.
This is why, honestly, I think that at a future program somehow, I don't know how it's going to happen, there should be a panel talk between you or those of you who believe that we should stay in Nigeria and those who believe that we should leave Nigeria. What do you think?
I've said, okay. I've said, all right.
You said yes, yeah.
Actually, I just got an invitation today.
Yeah.
There is a group, yes. There is a group in Nigeria that is called Yoruba Koya. Yoruba Koya. You know, there are people like they are saying Yoruba punish. They are saying punishment for Yoruba suffering for Yoruba is finished. So they are inviting some people, some members of some senators and some governors and some people, and they want me to come and speak as well in that. I just got it today before I came to your program. They want me to come and talk in Nigeria also, and they want to invite the professor who wrote the Yoruba history, who is supporting this agitation. Akin something.
Professor Banji.
What's the name? Banji. Yeah, I just know it's that Professor Banji. I read his book. He wrote a great book, and great respect for him. He's going to be speaking there as well. Okay. And then who is the other person going to be speaking there? Pa Ayo, an elder statesman as well, who is the head of I think he's the head of Afenifere, Pa Ayo. So he's going to be speaking there, and I'm going to be speaking there. So I'm not running away from them. I'm going to be debating them. So I'm going to be debating all those guys, and let's bring the facts out.
I think that would be a good thing, because one thing that we don't do a lot in Nigeria is that we all speak in pockets. There's no concerted effort to come together and speak and argue things out, which needs to be done. Yeah. We cannot be scared of each other. Yeah. Speaking in different pockets and not bringing things together. And what you shared today, I had a contrary statistics to that.
Yeah, one of the people I wanted to debate, who is a Yoruba agitator, he wrote back and said that the way I'm talking, I cannot be a pure Yoruba man. Maybe I'm mixed. Maybe my mother is Yoruba and my father is Fulani. Only Fulani mixed-blooded people are talking like this. That's what this guy... It's just about accusation, abuses, curses, and things like that.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Some of them even say, maybe I want to go and become a politician in Nigeria. I said, I've been living here for 35 years. I only live in Nigeria for 19 years. I'm not interested. Well, some of them then say maybe...
I was going to ask that question as well. Do you have any, are you being, sponsored by anybody from Nigeria?
You make me laugh bad. Can anybody sponsor me? Even you in England, can anybody sponsor you from Nigeria? Everybody in Nigeria is asking for money now. Everybody in Nigeria is begging you for money. Not be saying they will be giving you money abroad.
No, but we've just spoken about some big cabals, so they could be sponsoring you.
I don't know them.
But in your recent writing, you mentioned 2% of 2% ruling the 200 million.
Yes, that is the people we have to. Those are the people we have to fight against.
Okay, so what are these 2%?
They are the elite. They are the elite, and they are from Yoruba, Igbo, everywhere. They are the rich. They are the halves against the have-nots. We need to fight them, not ourselves. All the oppressed people, we are all oppressed people in Nigeria. We all need to gather together and fight against these rich cabals who are holding us captive. And we have to unite with Awusas. We have to unite with the poor Awusas, with the poor Fulanis, with the poor Igbos, with all the nationalities, and kick out all these oppressors away from our country, and let us take charge of the something. Yes.
So how are you going to kick them out?
By voting, by organizing ourselves. We need to organize ourselves and form a formidable party that will be focused on people. We have to do it in a democratic way. We don't have to do it through war. We have to do it in a democratic way. Just like the APC. You know what PDP was saying? They said they were going to rule Nigeria for 60 years. But APC was able to gather themselves, galvanize themselves. I believe that if the guys who organize SARS, End SARS, if they could, take up the initiative and organize themselves, I think those people, they are so organized and they are so progressive. I will support those kind of people to form a political party that will be able to win and from PDP and APC. But we cannot do that on the platform of just Yorubas alone. We have to bring everybody that is suffering in Nigeria, everybody that is End SARS. End SARS people are not only Yorubas. Now, for me to be telling them that we Yorubas, we don't want you again, I mean, it's embarrassing.
No. I think you're getting this thing mixed up, because even though the agitators are saying that they want a Yoruba country, to rule themselves, they are not saying that non-Yorubas cannot come to the Yoruba land.
Yeah, of course, nobody can say that. Even if they say that, they can never be able to do it. That's not what I'm saying. I don't believe they are saying that. I don't believe they are saying that. But what I am saying is that all Nigerians are suffering together, not just Yorubas. Let us, all people who are suffering, come together and become one. Love one another. Let us show that love. And through that love, to an acceptance of one another, overthrow these 2% that are oppressing us.
So are the 2% the ones burning the farms?
Burning farms?
Yes.
Maybe they are sponsoring them. I don't know.
Yes.
But I think that even the Fulanis, the Fulani herdsmen and the Fulani kidnappers and the Fulanis who are going to the farms to rape and to do, I think they are all victims, just like all of us are victims. Only they couldn't. They are victims. Sorry?
You think they are victims?
They are victims of all these oppressors. It's because they don't have job, they don't have education, they don't have salary, they don't have sufficient, they don't have abundance, they don't have anything. So that's why they resolve to doing that, just like the Niger Delta people were doing before. And Yorubas are doing that too. So I think everybody is a victim of all these cabals that are controlling our wealth and are oppressing us.
Okay. And so what else do you want to say before we round up right now? Because I'm looking at your 7-point agenda.
Yes.
You've written it down on that here. Have you sort of sent it to anyone in the government?
No, I didn't send it to anybody.
Okay.
I just put my thoughts out on the social media. Anybody who is interested, let them look at it. I don't want to have anything to do with them. I supported Buhari. I campaigned for him first time.
I was going to come to that, yes.
I campaigned for him first time. I campaigned for him second time. And the reason I did that is because even up to today, if the best people in Nigeria, the good people in Nigeria don't come together and organize themselves to become one nation, one people, one strong, structured political system that will be able to win political position. If they come with what's the name of Atiku again, I'm going to vote again for Buhari. If it's going to be between Atiku and Buhari, of course my choice will be Buhari. If it's going to be between Jonathan and Buhari, my choice will still be Buhari, even tomorrow. The reason is because the choice that we are left with is like no choice. You have to choose between two evils. So out of the two evils, I still say Buhari is the best of all of them. I remember I said, if a new force like all these End SARS people and other people, progressives, come together, organize and form a political party that is capable of winning on federal level, I will support those ones rather.
Right. Okay. Okay. Right.
Like, for example, people say, why didn't you support Sowore? Sowore is my friend. I didn't support him because I know he will not even win his local government. Why should I be wasting my time? You have to pay the price of organization first. They say, why didn't you support Kingsley Moghalu? It's the same thing. Let them pay the price of organization and unity. They have to pay the price of coming together. You are fighting among yourselves already now. Nothing is there. And what will happen when you get there? I'm not stupid enough to vote to support people like that. Let them pay that price of self-denial and humble themselves among one another and be able to form a movement. Then we are talking.
Yes. Okay, as we round up, do you have any last words for the?
Yes, my last word is that living Nigeria will not solve our problems, because the same people who are living in Nigeria now, who are Yorubas, who couldn't build a better southwest Yoruba land, they are the same people who will come with you to Yoruba Oduduwa Republic. The same area boys will come with you. The same political talks will come with you. The same oppressors, the elite, the 2% elite that are taking money from allocation from Abuja and everywhere, they will come with you. They are the same elite who will be really ruling over you. Where will you throw them at? Where will you throw them? Where will you send them? The money ritualists who are Yorubas, they will come with you. All the people that you think you are running away from, you will discover that they are the majority. Go to universities in Nigeria, the 419, the Yahoo boys, the youth, the cultists, all of them will gather upon your head in that Oduduwa Republic. So that is not what we need. It is not the geography and the name that gives you greatness. What we need is, one, a new people. And what changes people are value systems. Let us first of all become Omoluabis. And then with that values of Omoluabis, we'll be able to change other Nigerians. That is number one. Number two, the thing that I want to say in conclusion is that when we become a nation, a country without this value system that has changed in us, we will discover that we have done ourselves evil. When Nigerians, or it is Wole Soyinka that said that his generation is a lost generation, because when they were leaving England and they were campaigning for independence, they also were dreaming just like these ones who are dreaming now. That, Nigeria will become superpower, it will become like USA, it will be bigger than England, but now our children are running to England to survive. Even to Ghana, they are running to Ghana because there is a burden with freedom. And there is a burden with independence. That burden is heavier than what you have when you are for a slave. Even when you are a slave, you need to be responsible. What our people need is responsibility, to be able to take responsibility upon ourselves for our own country, for our own people, and for our own land, to be able to make our people a great people that will be able to build a Yoruba land. Right now, nobody is disturbing us from making, like for example, if I'm from Ogun State, if I am the governor of Ogun State, what is stopping me from making Ogun State Singapore of Africa? Nothing is stopping me. Go and do it. Okay, even if you want, you can stop taking money from Abuja. Don't take money from Abuja. Just go and, create wealth. Let's show us how to do it. All those people want to live, let them show us how to create wealth for Yoruba right now. If you have not shown me and demonstrated to me what you can do now, when I follow you, I will come and die of hunger. I will not follow you. So let them create the wealth that they are talking about right now. Not through shouting, not through noise. Let them produce something concrete. Then I will believe them that, yes, they will be able to do better than in Nigeria.
But you do admit that a change is necessary.
Oh, yes. And I believe that a change is necessary not just for Yoruba people. A change is necessary for all people that are living under the nation of Nigeria. And all the poor people need to come together and get rid of the greedy elite. Can you imagine the politicians and the senators? They are receiving, I have a whole video on that.
I think I've seen that video, yes.
Yes, how much they are receiving, and they are oppressing people.
That is obscene.
And those are not just Igbos, those are not just Hausas. You think the Yoruba senators are not receiving the same thing? Everybody is doing that. It is the little elite, those people that don't think about ordinary people, who don't come down to the level of ordinary Nigerians. They are our problem, not another tribe. Hausas too are suffering. Fulani too are suffering under their own elite, oligarchs. It is all of us who are suffering from that two minority people that we need to get rid of and build our lives and our country the way we want it.
Okay, thank you very, very much, Dr. Sunday. I mean, I really, really appreciate your time. I will still look forward to some of these facts and figures being corroborated with another person from the other side. I'll be looking forward to bringing you and somebody else together to talk about this to the public.
My only condition is that if I'm going to come up with somebody, I need to see that person. It has to be video. It has to be it has to be television. If I don't see somebody who will be talking, anybody can talk behind their computer, but let them come in the open.
Right. Okay. I'll try and find somebody you can talk to openly. Right. But if if you can also do something for us, some of the facts and figures you think you have, is it possible to have it published somewhere or even
Oh
on?
yeah, oh yeah. If I
Oh,
have a whole video playlist on YouTube that is called, my thoughts on what is it called? Nigeria and Nigerians. I mean, reconstructing Nigeria and Nigerians. Yeah, reconstructing Nigeria and Nigerians. Where all those statistics are. That's number one. Then I have another one, Nigeria. My charge to Nigeria. My
okay.
charge to Nigeria and Nigerians. I have that. Those are about 40 videos of reconstructing Nigeria and 40 videos, maybe more, of my charge to Nigeria. 18 videos of my charge to Nigeria. I've been writing about these things for a long time.
Yeah, but you seem to disagree with the fact that a small a particular tribe.
No.
Is,
Don't. If we begin to descend to that level, we become primitive.
Oh,
And
no,
I
no, no,
didn't expect this from Yoruba people. I saw another tribe in Nigeria talking about that, and I just ignored it because I know that there are better people from that tribe that don't talk about that. The elite people, the enlightened people don't talk about that. Listen closely. Anytime anybody is using ethnicity and tribe as their argument, it means because they don't have argument. They are inferior. Because those are the arguments of people like Hitler, Adolf Hitler. It is ethnicity that was his argument. Those Mussolini, that was the argument that they were using. All the Stalins, that is the argument that they are using. All the people who use tribal, ethnic group argument, nationalism, and nationalistic supremacy, they are primitive people. They are not developed. They belong to the Stone Age. Let them go back there.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Fola.
Yeah. Thank you. God bless. Thank you. Bye-bye.